Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Home Show Unlimited, and I have with me a very special guest. She is the marketing head of We Communities Inc., Miss Francine Bharwani. Hello, welcome to the Home Show Unlimited. Thank you for being a guest here.
Sure, no problem.
And you came all the way from Manila
Yes, I flew from Manila. When was it? Last Monday. So
how has your experience been here in Cagayan de Oro so far?
Good. I love the food. So
saan ka nakakain so far?
Okay, so we ate lang sa house kasi of one of our friends, but they served lechon na masarap. So
really,
and
naglechon.
dinuguan. So ikaw, what else do you recommend that I try?
Well, I love seafood. So there are a lot of nice seafood places here in Cagayan de Oro, or if you like, I also like Chali's. So it's a restaurant that's in Bukidnon, but it's actually only about 40 minutes from the city proper because Bukidnon is super big. So parang nearer siya to Cagayan de Oro.
Sige, I'll try that.
Sige. So how long have you been with Weecomm as the marketing head?
Okay, so I've only joined the company 8 months ago. So fairly new. Medyo nangangapa ba. But so far, I've been super enjoying my job here at Weecomm. Every project is different. So you show up to meetings. You have different set of deliverables for each project, which is super exciting.
I also noticed that there's a brand story behind every project. Like you really do branding. You have a logo for each project. Like for Intalio, yung logo niya is yung spiral na spiral flower. So what made Weecomm decide to come up with a different brand story, different logo, different branding for each project?
Alright, so si Weecomm kasi we don't develop cookie-cutter projects. So we make sure to study the area, to study the market. And then based on that, that's how we come up with the project. So what type of house or a condo we'll be developing, and as well as the brand story. Now, in terms of how we develop the brand story, we wanted something that resonates with the target market. So we try to see what values do they hold dear, and how can we create the story in such a way that they can easily parang makita nila yung sarili nila living within that area or living within that house. So specifically for Intalio Estates, Intalio comes from the Italian word intaglio, which means to engrave. And then the process kasi of engraving, it requires patience, strength, and artistry. And these three things, we wanted it to be the brand values for Intalio Estates, that it's a home that requires parang artistry. We really put in the details so that you get a home that is beautiful. Patience and strength, because we tried to look at what materials are available here and how can we bring you a project or a home that is built to last, set in stone for the moments that you're set to engrave as you make your home in Intalio Estates.
So that's really a beautiful story behind the brand of Intalio. Is it more effective marketing-wise to really have a brand story behind each project?
I think it's very valuable because instead of just having a name that you say you build your home, a home is such an expensive investment.
Yeah,
right?
One of the most expensive investments that some people can have.
Yes, right. So more than just spending for something like a home, we wanted to build something that you can you can connect with. So that's why we establish brand stories for each of our brands. More than just a name, we wanted to connect with the lifestyle of our target markets, to give them something to believe in, so that when they make their purchase, they really feel connected to the project.
So what's your target market here for Intalio Estates?
For Intalio Estates naman, it's really the growing families. As you've noticed, our homes kasi they're bigger in cut, and then at the same time, we have open planning concept, which means that if there are rooms na you decide you don't want to have, you can make it bigger. Kunyari, the living area, we have a bedroom kasi here, but you can decide to remove the wall and then make your living room area. So it depends on maybe the stage of life that you're in. Your home is ready for whatever it is. So maybe you're starting family pa lang, but later on you plan to have more kids. Your home is ready for that. Here at Intalio Estates. So
it's more flexible.
Yes, more flexible.
You can, the buyers can design their homes
the way they like it and the way that fits their lifestyle.
According to their lifestyles. How did you come up with the brand story behind Intalio Estates?
Okay, for the brand story naman, so it started with the name. We really felt connected to the name Intalio. And then from there, we looked at the different meanings that it connotates. And then we looked at how we could apply the concept of engraving into the brand story. So that's why we found out that engraving takes so much patience, strength, and artistry, right? To create something of detail that lasts a long time. So, and then we felt strongly about that because we felt as a developer, this is something that we should also be doing as we build the homes. So we looked at the similarities from the meaning of the name to how we could translate that into a home for our target market. And then from there, it's just really studying the market and then writing the copy or the story and building the brand from there.
What about the names of the houses? Because
Okay.
they're more masculine. I'm more used to parang feminine sounding names
Yeah.
for the model units. So
Yeah.
Magnum, Roca, they're so
Yeah.
masculine. So how did you come up with these names as
For the
well?
house names naman, they're also Italian. So we wanted it since Intalio is derived from intaglio, which is Italian. All our house names or house models are Italian names. So Rocca, which means rock. So it's sort of like, kasi engraving is a process na you use the most basic materials and you turn it to a work of art, right? So for Rocca, rock siya kasi most of the items that you engrave are on rock or stone. And then magnum opus, which is great masterpiece. So that's also one of our houses. And then oro, which means gold. We also translated that. Then what else? Vita, which means to live, which is also very appropriate as you make your home, right? And then fresco, which means fresh or new. So those are Italian words, but at the same time, though Italian din sila, they have connection to how we built the brand story.
So how do you relate these or relay this brand story to the brokers or the target market? Do you have like materials or videos that we can watch so that the buyers can really understand the meaning behind the brand and get the story?
Yeah. So first of all, we have our presentations or our seller's kits. On the seller's kits, we really elaborate the concept behind the project and then the house names as well. And then also on digital, as we create postings on Facebook and Instagram, we also plan to release content that pushes the brand story forward also so that they understand the whole concept behind Intalio Estates.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your time, Francine. I really had a lot of fun interviewing you. Do you have anything that you want to add? Anything else you want to say?
So if you guys can follow us on Facebook, Intalio Estates PH, that would be really great. We post a lot of updates and the concept as well. If you want to learn more about it, you can check out our Facebook page.
Okay, so that ends today's episode of the Home Show Unlimited, and I will see you next episode. Bye!
Right, thank you. Bye. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Francine.